tonight is night one of the selection process for the Rose of Tralee. On Saturday morning, it was announced at 10:30 the 32 roses who will take part in the Rose of Tralee finals being broadcast tonight and tomorrow night. The countries and cities represented: Abu Dhabi, Arizona, Boston, New England, Carlow, Chicago, Cork, Down, Dubai, Dublin, Florida, Germany, Galway, Kerry, of course, Kildare, Kilkenny, Laois, Leitrim, London, Mayo, Melbourne, Monaghan, New York, New Zealand, Newfoundland and Labrador, Perth, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Sydney, Toronto, Waterford, Westmeath and Yorkshire. Gets underway at 8 o'clock tonight. I'm delighted to say I have three of the Roses of Tralee in studio with me this morning. Good morning to the three of you.
Good morning.
We have Tanya Feighery, the Dublin Rose. We have Hannah Mooney, the Monaghan Rose. And we have AnnMarie Duffy, the Louth Rose. Good morning to all of you. Hannah, I'll start with you. How did you get involved? When did the idea first, or were you forced into it? Someone said, you should be a Rose, and that was into it.
To be honest, Jerry, I had a brother who was involved in the festival in 2015. He was an escort, and although as a child we had watched the Rose of Tralee, but until we came down and I suppose experienced the festival for ourselves, and it was on the Saturday night, the parade, that it stood out to me. It was absolutely fantastic that year, and I just thought to myself, right, before I finish my training, I'm gonna go for it and try my best. And sure, I didn't think I'd be sitting in this seat today anyway. So I suppose that's where it came from, and I'm here today. So you're from Auchnamullin East? Yes.
I understand. Two older brothers?
Yes.
Very protective of you?
Very much so. They're like bouncers.
Okay, so you came down then to see, and you're training to be a nurse?
Yes, I've finished my training, so I'm fully qualified there since July.
And it was that actually seeing, I suppose you've gone through it now yourself on Saturday night, we'll talk about that in a moment, but seeing that the spectacle of the parade, you said, this is massive, I have to get involved. Yeah,
oh definitely. Do you know, there was numerous things over the course of the week. It wasn't just the parade, do you know, it was the dome, it was everything, it was the crowds that come out to see the roses. It is unbelievable. You're like a celebrity. It is crazy. That's not everyday life for us three girls here, do you know, and it's something that it is unbelievable to experience. It is just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. AnnMarie, you're the Louth Rose.
Yes, I'm the Louth.
Tell me about how you got involved.
Yeah, so I suppose the Rose of Tralee was always something I really enjoyed. I always watched it growing up, and I always had it in the back of my head that one day I would maybe participate, but as you get a bit older, the years kind of fly by, and each year, you know, there's something on, or I'm away when it's going to be on, or, you know, I have things on this summer, and it just kind of gets pushed. But this year I actually just realised a week and a half before my local selection that it was on, that this was my last year that I could do it. I'm the upper end of the scale. I just turned 27 in July,
right?
So
okay.
I was like, This is it. It's now or never. I'll go for it, and I'm so delighted that I did.
Yeah. So the weekend I have to get ready. Not that much
time.
Yes,
I know. I came downstairs to my mammy, and she was having her breakfast, and I said, "Mammy, I'm after sending in an application form for the Louth Rose," and she kind of choked on her porridge a little bit, and she was like, "When's it on?" And I said, "Next weekend." And she panicked a little bit, but we got there, and it was lovely. It was a great night. Yeah.
And how have you found the week?
It's been incredible. Yeah, just been absolutely so amazing. I can't imagine not having done this now. It's been one of the most magical weeks of my life. I've met the most incredible girls. Already planning lovely trips around the world to meet everybody again. So we haven't even left each other when we're planning the reunions, even for next year. So yeah, it's been wonderful. Got to do some lovely things in Kerry, meet lovely people. The people of Kerry have been incredible to us all, and the parade Saturday night was an absolute highlight. I had to laugh. I had my hair all done nicely leaving the hotel, got outside completely, the whole hairstyle was gone within seconds.
How bad was the weather? I was in Kinmare all day, obviously, and Kinmare's right on the coast, so sometimes when we're blocked in by fog and rain, it might be grand in the rest of the county.
Yeah, I heard that.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, but no, it was fine. We all got into the spirit of it. I was on top of a big massive drum and had a lovely umbrella to keep me semi-dry.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. It was lovely seeing everybody else was in the same boat. People watching on the street and us on the floats and the escorts walking beside us. So we all had a great time.
Brilliant. Great stuff. Tanya Feighery, Dublin Rose. You actually entered was it the Abu Dhabi Rose?
I did.
Or you were abroad. Tell me that story of you came home then and you entered the Dublin, obviously.
Yeah, so I lived in Abu Dhabi from 2015 till 2017, so just summer last year I came back. And while I was out there, I, funnily enough, took up Gaelic football, as you do in the middle of the desert, for the first time. And I became quite good friends with a girl called Dervla Walsh. You might have remembered her as the Abu Dhabi Rose from 2015. And I actually had been to her selection night and saw the whole
rigmarole, what's involved and all
that was involved, how amazingly fun the whole evening was, and just got talking to her afterwards and asked her how she found the whole thing. And I just heard about all the wonderful things she was doing and experiencing after, and she kind of said to me, why don't you go for it next year, 2016. So I suppose she kind of revved me up to it, and I said, you know what the hey, I'll go for it. But when I applied and they heard that I was planning on coming back home, they said that I wasn't eligible to.
You have to be there for the year, and okay,
especially if you're chosen to represent Abu Dhabi,
yes,
you know.
Yeah.
So I said, oh sugar. So moved home anyway, and it was always in the back of my mind, and I was kind of saying to myself, do you know what? Kind of like AnnMarie here, I'm the upper end of the scale myself. It could be the last time I get to try it. So I just sent off the application, and I think it was about 1:30 in the morning one night. I was up looking at the Rose of Tralee page or website, and I just filled it in and sent it off and didn't think too much about it. And got the phone call then to say that I was on board. So
brilliant. Okay, and you when you went to Dubai, you were or Abu Dhabi, sorry, you were a teacher. You were a teacher.
Yes.
And you were training again when you came home, or how did that work?
Training for.
To be teacher?
To be teacher. No, I was fully qualified before I went out.
Right.
I actually taught for a year in Ireland.
Oh, you took up a job in Ireland, that was it?
A job then in Abu Dhabi for 2 years.
Was that always part of the plan, or was it just...
No, it actually wasn't. It was just my final year in university. We had gotten a couple of emails about different opportunities abroad, and I never really thought about the Middle East. Like, I haven't even been on a holiday. So it was kind of a big risk I took. But I had a couple of friends that had gone out and told me about the whole experience, how amazing it was out there. You know, the lifestyle is incredible, the opportunity to travel is amazing. So I said, what the hey, they trialed it for the year and said it was worth it. So
so you went. Okay, so you're back home now. You're also a Zumba instructor, I understand.
That's correct, yeah.
Have you anything special? I'm hearing you've special stuff planned.
Well, I became qualified as a Zumba instructor there last December, and I was just teaching it there basically in the school I was working in last year in Nice. So do you know what? If Duffy asked me to teach him a bit of Zumba on stage, you know, I wouldn't say no. But that's not my talent I have planned. So
okay. There's something else
up my sleeve.
Very interesting. And
stay tuned
for the week then, were you thinking about that? Obviously, the Saturday morning, the process, you know, took place as it does. 57 become 32. They can't have all 57. Dublin Monaghan here in front of me, you'll be on TV. AnnMarie didn't make it in Louth. So were you conscious of that? Is there any sort of I'll ask you, AnnMarie, first, any sort of a pressure that I'm being judged from like 2 weeks ago, from when you gathered together and you kind of, there's a couple of judges moving amongst you and they're obviously having chats. Is that in your mind?
To be honest, it was so busy, and you're just so excited to meet all the girls. You're getting to hear all their stories. That bit kind of gets pushed to the back of your mind.
Yeah.
We were all just, I suppose, living in the moment, really enjoying it, having a ball, putting on our lovely dresses and being brought on buses to different places. I mean, that's always going to be a tough part of it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're all roses.
Yeah.
We're all here to celebrate each other. I can't wait to celebrate the girls on Monday and Tuesday night and have a ball. Not only am I celebrating them, but all the other roses that are beside me, and my family and friends that have travelled down and have been amazing are still celebrating me. So I think the TV is such a small part of it. It's amazing for the girls to be on, and obviously that is what everybody else gets to see, but there's so much behind the TV shows as well.
That's a good point. There's a window, Hannah, into the world of it, and people will tune in tonight in huge numbers. They'll tune in tomorrow night in even bigger numbers to see it. But I suppose we see it here in Kerry because we're covering it as journalists and all that, and we know we're living in Tralee and all that. We know, but people from the outside, they don't see, I suppose, the breadth of what goes on for the couple of weeks beforehand.
No, and it's not even, from, say, when we started on Monday, it's from when we were selected. Like I was one of the first selections, and it's from that you're on the go from, say, March time, up until the festival. And after the festival, it doesn't stop now, tomorrow night. We continue to be Roses for the year, and some people think that it's only a 2-week bracket in Tralee. That's it's a huge and an unbelievable part of it, but we experience it for the year, and we're here to represent our county. We're here to represent Kerry also, but a huge part of it is that we're representing our individual counties. And it was hard on Saturday morning. I have to say, probably on behalf of all the girls, it was a struggle. Nobody wanted to hear or not hear their name not called out.
Yeah, of course.
Like that, it's a part of it, but it's not, as you said, AnnMarie, it's not all of it.
Yeah.
I always said from when I started, it would be a bonus to get on the telly, but do you know what? It's not the be all and the end all. We're all roses at the end of the day, and a statement that we always say, and we will always say, is once a rose, always a rose.
Yeah.
And we'll stick by that.
Number 57, not 32.
This is the thing. Yeah. And so, do you know when you're on? Are you on tonight or tomorrow night?
I'm on tonight.
And
yeah.
Well,
I know from memory from earlier years they announce an order. Do you know the order you're on yet? You just don't.
Not yet.
Do you have rehearsals? Do you have a chance to go on stage now this morning?
Yeah, we've rehearsals now after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you head from here for rehearsals.
Yeah.
Have you got the dresses picked out, obviously?
Yeah, dresses are picked.
You
I'd
can't
be in
reveal
some panic if we didn't have it at this stage.
Well, you never know. There's plenty of dressmakers in Kerry. But, okay, so that's the process then. So you have to gear into that. Obviously, you'll enjoy the process, and I'm sure you've met Duffy already, and it's very good at putting you at ease. But will you be relieved tonight after your little bit is over, even though it is only a small part of even the judging for it?
I mean, obviously, we will be happy to let our hair down after we have our night on the stage and that. But I have to say, part of me is a little bit sad today getting up, because we know that it's
coming to an end.
Yeah. Just talking about it yesterday, how fast the week has gone by, because it's been so amazing. As I say, time flies when you're having fun, and fun doesn't even come close to describe the time that we've had down here the last week. So yeah, it's kind of mixed emotions, I guess. But equally excited to get up there tonight and be on stage there with Duffy.
I think one of the lads had said this morning that you're kind of nervous to get up on stage, and you never want to be the first one to get up on stage, but usually when you come off stage, all you want to do is get back on stage. Yeah,
that kind of happens. Have you met the escorts you have and all that? How's that been going?
Yeah, we've met all the escorts. They
seem to be like, you seem to be on obviously your own grueling routine, because it is tough. I know you're having a great time, but you're from here to there, and you have to always look well, and you shake hands and you do all that. But I saw them trooping around town, like they seem like they're on a permanent boot camp or something. They're training for the army or something like that. But anyway, they all seemed happy.
Yeah,
they seem to be enjoying it.
They can't step out of place at all.
No. There's a close eye kept to them. Are your families down, Hannah?
Yes.
And they're the ones I think that really get to let the hair down the whole week.
Yeah. We went to the Meadowlands last night, and I have a huge crowd with me. I couldn't get over it at all. And my escort Colin turned around to me and he just says, "Is there anybody left in Monaghan at all?"
Well, I was going to say something like they don't have an Ireland preparing for it, but I wouldn't be that.
I don't want to get into that today.
I wouldn't.
Thank you
we
very
will
much.
not get into that. No, we will not get into that. So you're going to be looking forward to it. The fashion show was last night. How did that go?
Yeah, it was super. I expected that we were going to be sitting watching it. I didn't expect to be walking in it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it was an unbelievable experience, walking down the catwalk with all of my fellow roses and just seeing everybody in the crowd waving and cheering you on. It was another, as I said, magical experience. It's the only way to describe this whole week, to be honest.
Yeah, it certainly is. Okay, look, we're out of time, but look, I want to wish you the very best of luck tonight. And also for the rest of the time, those three, to all three of you, thanks a million for talking to us in the programme this morning, and we might be hearing from you again on Wednesday morning. You never know. Tanya Feighery, Dublin Rose, Hannah Mooney, Monaghan Rose, and AnnMarie, Duffy, Low Rose. Thanks very much. You've been great.
And thanks for having us, Jerry.
And we'll talk to you again. That's 3 of our roses.